Alright. Oh wait, did I don't remember if I did the thing. Let me see if it's actually streaming. Oh, I did. It is doing the thing. We are live. This is epic. Okay. Okay, let's see. Notifications. I'm gonna make sure I can see it on my phone first. Okay. So what's up, gang? How we doing? Everybody, this is the first podcast episode on the main channel. That's like the real podcast in a long time. Let me see what we got going on here. It should be on the channel. Come on now. Or is it gonna be goofy and not show up for a second? Oh, there we go. Ha ha ha. All right. Welcome in. This is, like I said, this is gonna be kind of more podcasty style. So how I think this is gonna kind of work is we're gonna have on these episodes sort of a topic that we start with. That's like the title and thumbnail, and then from there, it'll kind of become random. It'll become whatever it will be. We'll just kind of ramble and then conversate naturally after we've addressed the title subject. So, anywho, this is the GareTheBear podcast, new and improved, post director's commentary era. Thanks for being here. Today I'm joined with my sister Chloe. Hello.
Thanks.
Is that the EP? Is that the EP cat shirt?
Yeah.
So EP. So EP. This is going to be. I'm excited to do this again because, like I mentioned it. I made a community post, and I mentioned that the commentaries were becoming not super creatively fulfilling for me. So I was like, you know what? Let's just not do that anymore. I didn't want to do those anymore. I didn't want to force it because it was like not what I was feeling. Also, Chloe, you're in the chat. You say, I thought your username on YouTube was Clonely, or is that your tag? That's your that's your handle.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Either way.
My tag on Discord is Clonely.
Clonely. I know. I thought your. You know what? It's when you comment, like your little your tag or your handle, your YouTube handle is Clonely, and then your username is Chloe. So it's kind of like Yeah. But anywhoosies, today's podcast episode is brought to you by nothing because, not yet anyway. We're going to be discussing the rewards of whatever we do. We do a lot of things. We both are in our sort of careers / whatever we like to do, and there are things about it that make it worth doing. So, Chloe, we're going to start you off. Tell them about kind of what you do, and then let's just start by saying, like, do you find it rewarding? And if so, how and why?
Oh, for those of you who don't know.
You might sorry, real quick, you are a hair low on the volume. I think you could turn your audio up or just stand closer to the mic, either one of the two.
Okay, how do I do that?
Discord, you should go to, it's like like one of the little settings things. You should be able to go to audio and video, and then your input needs to go up.
Let's look.
There should be like a little gear, I think, is what you got to hit. Also, Fearless Bilal. Hello, brother. How we doing?
Voice and video. Input volume is all the way up.
All the way up, okay. So I would just keep the mic closer to your mouth, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's already way better.
Oh, hang on. I can change the input sensitivity.
There you go.
There we go.
That's like, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
So,
keep going. Just keep it close like that, and you'll be set.
All right. So, for those of you who do not know, I teach pre-K through 12. I'm a band director / music teacher. I'm going into my third year, which I realized that this weekend, and had a moment of holy crap. I'm already gonna start my third year of teaching. I do all the things. I teach the little ones about music, and I teach band to 6th grade and up, which I absolutely adore teaching beginners, which a lot of people are like, why? It's noisy. Why?
They do be noisy. I remember being
Because
a youngster in music class.
they do be noisy. They don't know what they're doing. I'm like, well, they're also beginners. So, and I also adore teaching like the junior high level. Like I tell that to people and they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why do you like teaching middle schoolers? And I'm like, because they're hilarious. That's why. Rewards wise, it's a lot of different feelings. Like when the light bulb moment happens with a kid, when the light bulb moment happens with me, because sometimes these kids be teaching me stuff. But like whenever a kid gets something that I've been working on for like weeks and I finally get it, it's like we both can celebrate like, yeah, you did it, man. That has happened a few times already in my career, which is really fun. And then whenever I get kind of an instant gratification thing where I do something and my kids are like, Miss Ah, you're awesome. I'm like, well, thank you. I try to be.
That's really epic. Also, Ann's, what up? What up, man? But that's a really cool thing. I know really learning anything for me, like as I've gotten older, especially out of high school, you kind of, I feel like I don't know about anybody else, but in general, to me, I value learning more now than I ever did. You know? So in high school or in school in general, it was like, man, learning is whatever. But now I'm like, learning is so cool and it's so fun making mistakes and learning from them. So when a kid or when anybody, in your case, I would imagine, when somebody just catches on and they finally get it and they can actually do the thing because they know they can because they've done it, that's a really cool thing, I think. And I remember being in that situation as a kid, catching on to something and being like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get it now.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brad, what's up, man? Welcome in. So I imagine being a teacher is like full of all the rewards, though. Like you have every
That's
little.
almost the only reason to do it anymore.
Yeah, true, because the pay is subpar at best and all that kind of fun stuff. Generally speaking, I think on average it's pretty bad. There's some that are way up here and some that are way down here.
Yeah, luckily though, I do have a really good, I have a good relationship with all my kids, really, but also with my coworkers and my quote unquote bosses.
What do they
really
call
good.
those? Your superiors, I guess.
Administrators.
Yeah.
My administration.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. That's good, and that's good that you have a good relationship with them too, because then you can that can help you learn too, I think, and get better at what you do, because then they're actually supportive of you, which is nice.
And so far, they have been.
Good. See, I think when it comes to rewards for what I do, it's similar and it's different in a lot of ways because you have, as a teacher, you have an impact on people. They're different types of people, but they're people. Like you have an impact on your students, and I have an impact, I assume, on viewership. So people watch the videos that I make and feel something or learn something or are enlightened or otherwise changed by my perspective on whatever the thing is that I'm making a video about. So with that, it's a similar impact in that it's an impact at all, but it's still really cool to be able to affect people.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, if I wasn't in the YouTube game, one of the things I wanted to do in the past was be a teacher, but now that I kind of know a lot of people in the space, like you and Maddie and others, it's kind of maybe not for me, because I'm too all over the place to be a teacher. Yeah. I think I'm kind of a rough student as well. My focus is not quite there.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, the worst students are teachers.
That's fair.
Watch and look at any faculty meeting.
Oh wow, yeah.
Or any pre-school year meetings we have to be at.
Oh boy, I can only imagine. Yeah.
We're the worst.
Now, when it comes to rewards as well, that's, a lot of people are well, I guess the test of, if it's your dream job or whatever, is if you would still do it if you didn't get paid for it. So would you still teach if you didn't get paid for it?
Yeah, I think so. It's really fun.
I guess I should say, you could go both ways with that. You could go a couple different ways with that question. Like, if money was no object and you didn't require money to survive, would you still do it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But also,
it's enjoyable, and I really like it.
Good. So, and then also on the flip side, if you still needed money, but you did it like as a hobby, would you do it outside of a regular full-time job? Would you do it?
I mean, I'm already kind of thinking about that already, because like you kind of already do sometimes, because as a music teacher, I mean, music is your hobby or one of your many hobbies.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is super duper important, especially for anyone who's like a specific type of teacher, like a music teacher, is to find hobbies that relate nothing to your work and nothing to music.
Yeah.
You will get burnt out.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about a very similar idea to that for a video. So I was thinking about essentially what this video would be, this idea. Maybe you could give some value to this and some additional insight. But the idea I was thinking about was a video about what I do when I'm not making videos, or like what I would rather be doing than making this video right now. So like the story would be told from the perspective of like me trying to write the video and me trying to make the video, but procrastinating and not wanting to do it.
And so you do literally anything else but...
Yeah, so like in that video, I would have footage of me like lifting weights, playing tennis, sitting around eating chips and sleeping, napping, doing literally anything else that I am interested in. Like, because that's the thing, is it's hard, especially whenever one thing, like say for your example, being a music teacher is a very large part of your life. It's so all-consuming. It's hard to do anything but that, or at least think about anything but that. So when
I have forced myself all summer to not think about school.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this video would be. This idea is me forcing myself to do other things while also still making a video. Because like I want to make the video obviously, but I want to do other things in the meantime. Like I would love to do other things, but my schedule with my life doesn't allow for it necessarily. I mean, it could if I really just made it happen, but it would also be just a fun video to like tell the story from the perspective of I'm supposed to be writing a video, but I don't want to because X, Y, and Z. Something like that. I think that'd be cool because then it would all kind of tie into the idea that it's important to, indulge in other things and have other things that you're into instead of just because if you put all your eggs in one basket, it's kind of hard to.
Well, in the sense of like myself, and Maddie will soon realize this too. It's so hard to not be like the teacher persona of yourself. And it's also societally really hard to separate that in public.
Yeah. So like you go ahead.
Let's say you go to the store and you're like, oh my goodness, that's Mrs. What's her face, and like, but wait, she's not my teacher anymore. She's like a person.
Yeah. So that is like you're saying like that's hard to differentiate within yourself. Like if you see somebody at the store that you had as a teacher, they're your teacher to you. They're not some person. So like I feel like what you're saying maybe is internally you feel like a teacher as well, no matter where you go.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same idea of like little kids think teachers sleep at school.
Do they actually think that?
Practically do.
Oh, good grief.
You never heard that before?
No, I haven't. Because like
seriously?
Never. I don't think so.
Oh, that's like a typical like grade school stereotype. It's like, oh my goodness, our teacher sleeps at school. She lives at school. I mean, I might as well because I'm there often.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say if you're there often enough, you may as well, dude. Cuts down on commute time.
For real.
It's wild.
But
I did not know they did that.
You also have to think with any profession really, but also like especially like a teacher, you have this like aura of yourself. It's like, ooh, if you aren't doing the teaching thing, you're not doing like you're not doing things right. Like I can't go and be my own person a lot of the times without thinking, "Oh, what if I run into a student? What if I run into a boss?"
Yeah.
Like I can't do certain things without fear of judgment from people I either work with or teach.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard that before where you kind of are on edge and on high alert all the time because you just never know who you're going to see where. And so it's hard to
And
kind of unwind.
partially, yeah, partially I did this whenever like whenever we go to like the store or Walmart or whatever, especially if it's like a later at night, I don't care what I wear or what I look like. I we just go because usually if it's later at night, we're really feeling some snacks. But one time I did that, I was in like my big t-shirt and shorts, like for jammies, and I ran into like three of my students, and they're like, "Hi, Miss I." I'm like, "Oh, hey."
Hey,
And
hey,
so
bro.
now I'm like, I gotta make myself look somewhat decent to go to Walmart.
Yeah, and that sucks because, you know, teaching is one of those. It's kind of I don't know. I feel like on one hand, it's got to be super professional, but on the other hand, it's like, man,
Mhm.
you're a human, dude. You are a person who interacts with regular people, so you
Mhm.
should not be so. Like, you shouldn't have to be so like upright. You know, you should kind of be more you because you're gonna spend a lot of time with these people.
I'm
You want to be kind of comfortable.
I'm hardly upright when I'm teaching.
Hey, you know, it do be that way sometimes. It do be that way sometimes.
Dude, not saying like I'm setting a low bar, but I'm like set the expectations for like I guess you're like obviously stay professional because I'm professional all the time.
Well, yeah.
But like set the standard of like not you're not so uppity to where whenever you're not so uppity, it's like, "Oh, this is weird." Like the standard of like for example, how I look when I teach. I'm not like wearing like super cute dresses with super cute jewelry and like the Birkenstocks. If that's your thing, go off because it looks good. But it's just not me. I'm more of like the casual, like I will wear dress pants and a shirt. But whenever I do look nice, it means something.
Yeah, like at a concert or something, you gotta get a little snazzy with it.
I save all the good stuff for the concerts or just a day where I've got like something important going on.
That's fair.
And
See,
I never wear makeup when I teach because one, I wake up and then I leave in 10 minutes.
yeah, I was gonna say you don't
Because
really wear makeup
I
anyway.
very much I don't really wear makeup most of the time unless it's to a special occasion, and even sometimes then I'm just too lazy.
If it's a special enough occasion, you'll probably just sweat it off anyway. You know, like at a concert, you'll just get
Precisely.
sweaty and it'll just go away.
Exactly. But like I don't even to concerts sometimes I don't wear makeup. But even then whenever I do, it's like, "Oh, why are you wearing makeup? It looks really good." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Thanks. I think too, it's kind of cool when people don't wear makeup all the time because then it's like you. It's kind of it's a weird societal thing. When people wear
Mhm.
makeup all the time, people get used to seeing them that way. So if you don't wear makeup, you look bad. Generally, generally. And this is very,
I
very
never
general.
look bad.
But if you rarely wear makeup, people always see you without it on. And then whenever you
Mhm.
do wear it, it's like, wow, that's. And they never say, like, you should always wear makeup or blah, blah, blah. They're like, wow, you look so good today. But if you wear makeup all the time and you don't, it's like you're
Did
so
I
ugly.
not before?
Yeah, like it's kind of
Well,
backwards in a way. It's kind of
yeah,
messed up a
one
little
of
bit.
my coworkers, whenever I wear anything really nice, she's like, "Oh, my gosh, you look so nice today." Well, I mean, you look good all the time, but like your outfit's cute. I'm like,
Yeah, see, I like it. I like that. Your outfit's cute. That's a differentiation that is
Mhm.
important, I think. Is it's not you look nice today, it's your outfit is cute or whatever. So,
And it's
also,
usually all the
oops.
Mhm.
Oh, I was just the chat got delayed on my phone. So, we got Aqua's Dark
Mm.
saying, "What's up, slime? Isn't that tutoring?" I don't remember what we were talking about.
The
Hi.
unpaid teaching,
Oh,
the
yeah. Well,
unpaid teaching that
sometimes
we're
tutors get
talking
paid
about.
too, depending on what it is. What's going on? I wonder. Not gonna lie. Trees and Bench. It is a podcast, my friend, and thanks for joining. Just a little live recording situation. So, yeah. Anyway, So what were you saying?
Usually, whenever people compliment me on my outfit, it's when I wear a dress.
Oh yeah, which I think a lot. Honestly,
Like,
objectively, I feel like you pull off not dresses more. Like whenever you have your slacks and your blazer or whatever.
dog,
Like that. There was that one
kill
concert. I think you had the orange blazer or something.
my spring concert with the
Yeah.
orange blazer and the white pants.
Yes.
Freaking slay. And my tie-dye Crocs.
Yeah. Were you wearing that day? At the concert?
I was wearing the tie-dye Crocs. Yeah, because that's the concert I told my kids they could wear Crocs at.
Oh, that was the one I didn't go to. I missed that one.
Yeah, you did miss that.
I saw there was the orange blazer at the winter one or whatever it was.
No, I didn't wear my orange blazer.
I think I just remember seeing the picture. I think that's what it was.
Yes.
Oh well.
I wore I wore like a dark red jumpsuit at the winter concert.
Yeah.
I had a massive wedgie the whole time, and people made fun of me. So I got rid of that pretty quick.
It's okay though. Hey man, it do be that way sometimes. It do be that way sometimes. Oh man. Now, okay, I wanted to talk to you about this weekend whenever we were together, but I kind of forgot. How is your community band going?
Oh, super fun. So really, it's just like the person who's running it, me and Joel, and a bunch of either former students or teachers around, mostly former students of his.
Yeah.
And some students that are like in surrounding schools, and one or two, maybe sometimes three other teachers come.
See, that's really cool that you guys
all
started doing that, because I know you guys were both talking about really wanting to play again.
Oh, it's so fun. All we really do is just sight read band pieces for 2 hours, but like even then it's just really fun.
That's cool. I think that's awesome because, like we said, you want to have a hobby that's unrelated to your teaching, but also I feel like this particular hobby is related, but also it's so different. At least it feels that way.
Because I never get to play in an ensemble anymore because I'm the leader of all of my ensembles.
Right.
So I never get to play anymore.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy playing.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of like you played all throughout college, 4 years of like solid, and really, obviously basically from 7th grade up, but even more so in college because you practice more in college. But, you playing all the time to going to basically playing none, essentially, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're playing again. I feel like that's a really cool thing.
Really, the only time I play whenever I'm teaching is to demonstrate or to model.
And being out of practice, I'm sure that's not always super effective.
It's honestly not too bad. I've gotten better at certain instruments because I model on them so often.
Oh, good. That's cool. Because, I mean, I'm sure you have to model, for every class, so it's probably multiple times a day.
So whenever I have my beginners, I have my flute, my clarinet, my saxophone, and my trumpet out all the time.
Mm.
And I switch between the four frequently.
Nice.
Because they're just put together on the stand right next to where I sit.
Oh, cool. And your trumpet that's one of the things that you have, as far as I remember, hated playing because it's hard? Like the embouchure is hard or something?
It was the most difficult for me to understand and get decent at. It was my least favorite whenever I had to do like the technique classes.
Was it like brass tech or something?
Yeah, high brass techniques. We learned trumpet and French horn.
Whack.
But now I'd say trumpet's probably it's okay. It's not my worst now.
Good. What is your worst, would you say? What would you say is your worst instrument?
I'd say probably trombone, only because of the slide positions.
That's kind of
I can play baritone really well. I can play baritone really well and tuba really well because they all have similar embouchures to trombone, but they have valves. And I know the valve combinations quicker than the slide positions.
Yeah. See, I feel like having a slide position is kind of comparable to playing an upright bass because there's no frets on an upright bass. So you have to just know where to go. So I imagine it's comparable in that way.
Exactly it.
Yeah.
And there's no frets on a trombone slide, so you just gotta know exactly where first position is, where exactly second position is.
Right. Also,
there's so much of using your ear.
Oh yeah, true. Chloe, I'm gonna interrupt real quick because we have some fool in the chat named Brent Me Bob Me Boy says, "Who are these goofs?"
Brent me, Bob me, boy. Who are these goofs?
Bruh, Brent, what's good, man? What is good in the hood? We'll have to have an episode in the next couple of weeks with Brent if he's able. Today also, Clay, we're doing it at 3 because we just got home and we got stuff going on. Oh, Brent just said read my chat. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry because my chat was delayed a little bit. Got off work, dog. Let's go. Yeah, but usually we would probably still do this at like 6:30, whatever. But today we're busy, Father's Day stuff. So I said, and the thing with the podcast too, I feel like is, I don't know why, but for some reason I feel less pressure to do it at a certain time.
Yeah.
I just can do it whenever because it's just chit chat.
Honestly, though, around 6 would be like the usual time would be better. Because I'm not gonna lie, about 2:30, I'm like, man, I could use a nap.
Yeah, it's been kind of an exhausting last couple of days, but you know, it's okay. What time is it now anyway? 3:30. Yeah. But yeah, dude, this is Brent is in the chat. Brent, I haven't seen your chats in a hot second because usually, like, we would be oh, dude, we haven't done a Tuesday stream. How long has it been?
Too long.
Too long.
Oh, look.
We need to do. Also, this is the first stream in the new apartment, so for what I've seen, the internet is holding up quite nicely. So that's good. That's great to see. Great to hear. Great to see. Got off work. Brent, hope work was well for you, my boy. I hope work was well. For sure, for sure. I figured I should check in on a stream. Been watching the vlogs, but not the streams. Oh, yeah. And he hasn't been commenting either. Well, I think there's been some recently, but I haven't. Yeah, the thing is, there's enough comments anymore to where it's kind of hard to remember when the last person has commented, but I do be seeing you out there, my boy. Probably like 3 months ago. I think it was before I moved out.
Yeah, it was 3 months ago. It was February 20th was the last Tuesday stream with all 3 of us.
Dog, that's wild. The gaming channel's been effectively dead for the last 3 months.
Basically, the last stream was 2 months ago, and that was whenever me and you were just playing Scriblio.
Yeah, true.
Which was March 19th.
True. Brent says, to be fair, your comments have grown, so I'm not needed. Brent, you're always needed, brother. You are always needed. Obviously, if you don't want to comment, that's different. That's totally fine. But you're always needed. Your comments are always needed, wanted, and appreciated. So.
I always comment, even if it's just some bullcrap.
Well, yeah, because I always like to hear from you guys, you know, because it's one of those things. I want the OGs to be commenting. That way, I can like see them out there, you know. Ted, what's up, man? Welcome in, Ted. Ted was a legend earlier and did a super thanks in the comments. He said, "Get you guys something nice for the apartment." And I said, "Man, what a legend." So, Ted, I'm grateful. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're here so I can tell you in person, sort of in person. You know, thank you.
In
stream. Also, I don't know. I keep forgetting that I have this, but look, the mic is labeled Mike. His name is Mike because it's funny, and you don't want to know what his last name is.
If you know, you know.
It's funny. Also, I kind of want to figure out how to switch my webcam to where it's not back. You see that? It's backwards. It's bass-ackwards. So we're gonna figure that out.
It's okay. So it's showing up on YouTube. Fine.
No, it's not.
I think.
No, it's not. It's showing exactly how it's showing on my screen, and it's backwards.
This is showing opposite of mine.
Maybe you're watching it backwards.
I don't know. But like if I hold up my shirt, hang on.
Yeah, your shirt's fine.
What I'm looking at is it's a mirror image.
But
if you look at it on YouTube, it's fine.
Yeah, see mine, I'm looking at a mirror image, and on YouTube it's a mirror image. So, because your webcam is set differently than mine. Mine is, I assume you're using the laptop one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine is this Logitech, and it's for some reason set to, it's weird. Brent says, "Where's the olive? We need an olive cameo."
Oh, she's in her chair.
Oh, so she's not moving. It sounds like. Unless we can take a road trip. Hey, it's where's Olive? Olive. Oh, hi, Olive. She's looking and she's like, "What in the world is up?" Hold up your left hand. Hold up your left hand in the shape of an L to see it opposite. See, Chloe's we're looking at her as if we were looking at her in real life. This is backwards. Because on your guys' end, this is on the left. This is where I was looking at me. So it's backward. Come on. Okay, are we back? Hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back. Come on.